What's up, everybody? Make sure you carve out some time soon to stop by the Doodle Drive-in on East Steels Corners Road in Cuyahoga Falls. You, your fur baby, and your friends can grab some food and soak up some spins and good conversation up in the fenced-in outdoor dining area. It's super great. The Doodle Drive-in is on a mission to bring people together through food, community, and animals. We had a great time there. It was super duper clean, great open spaces, and Craig Elo even made a new best friend. Everyone, meet Ben Franklin.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it is week 6 here at the 330 to Go High School Football Show. I am Mike Vorhies. You're back.
I'm back.
We'll do it live. You were missed, brother. You were missed.
I appreciate it, man. You guys had a good episode last
week.
We
did.
Did a nice job.
Huge shout out to the voice of the CVCA Royals, Tim Nichols, for filling in last week. He's not you. I missed the banter. I missed the fun we had, but he did a phenomenal job. So
yeah, if you could just bottle up that love and share it out, I might have some more friends.
Well, no, I can't help you there. Anyway, tonight, it is week 6. It is a beautiful day for some football. We've got a jam-packed show. We're going to talk about our student athlete spotlight. We got our pick'em recap from last week, and you're making a run. Quietly, you're making a run.
Thank you.
I don't know what happened or what genie you found or what's your secret, but we'll get to that. We got our game of the week. It's a little different this week. We're going out east towards Youngstown. We've got the South Range Raiders and the Poland Seminary Bulldogs tonight.
5-0.
5-0. South Range is 4-1. South Range's only loss was to the Green Bulldogs, which kind of shocked a lot of people, including us. But we digress.
Yeah.
We'll talk about the game of the week here in a little bit. Let's jump right into our pick'em recaps from last week. Go ahead, Matt. You weren't here.
I got to do the whole thing.
I'm gonna let you. Let's do it.
The
Come
recap.
on. Yeah.
Who did we have? Well, I did.
You went 4-1.
We both went 4-1.
We beat the fans.
Actually, Tim went 4-1 too.
He did. We
and
beat
the fans went 3-2.
So recapping the scores: Nordonia beat North Royalton 36-0.
Okay.
Canton Central Catholic defeated Alliance in an absolute shootout, 48-46. That was the game I lost. So did you. We both picked Alliance.
Yep.
Barberton over Kent Roosevelt, a 60-piece, 60-0. Lake over Louisville, 49-0. And then Norton shuts out Woodridge, 28-0. 4 shutouts of the 5 games. I have not seen that before.
Wow. Who selects these pick'em games?
You know what? They we win some and we lose some, apparently. And
God,
we didn't do well this week.
Yeah, maybe that's it. I've made the pick'ems so easy that's how
that's how you're what in the last 2 weeks?
I'm like,
you said it before we went live.
13-2.
Christmas.
13-2. I went 4-1, 5-0, 4-1. I'm pretty sure that adds up to 13, right?
I don't know. Math's hard. I ain't gonna do it.
Or my edumacation.
Edumacation. There we go. So yes, the fans went 3-2. Matt and I both went 4-1. The records for the season: Matt and I are 16-9. The fans are 15-10. We're finally ahead of the fans.
We need to do like a little voiceover from like week 2 when I was getting like
when we were getting
when I went 1-4.
Yeah, yeah, that was a bad
1-4 and flip the script.
It is what it is. But my goodness, what a week! Again, 4 of the 5 games were shutouts. The Canton Central Catholic Alliance game, 48-46. That was a barn burner, and I missed it.
Yeah,
I missed it.
Everyone hit the over.
I believe so, yes.
Yeah, for sure.
Fantastic game. Well, Matt, it is my favorite time of the show where we discuss our student athlete spotlight. And this week's was fantastic because it came from an outside source.
Really?
Yeah, usually it's like a family member or a grandma, and it's
a relative.
Thank you. Relative.
Let's box
it in.
Yes. Relative. Yeah, there you go.
This time it came from a fan. Wanting us to know about Mr. Joey Jackson of West Branch. He is a wide receiver and a cornerback. He wears number 1.
Ooh, so number 1 in the program, number 1 in your heart.
Exactly.
I like that.
His best game. So he's a junior from West Branch High School. His best game, get this. This is video game numbers right here. 15 catches.
Okay.
208 yards.
All right.
4 touchdowns and a 73-yard pick 6 in a win over previously unbeaten Girard.
Whoa!
52-43. West Branch a winner in that one. Mr. Jackson, have yourself a season. As of week 5, he is first in the state in catches, 7th in receiving yards. So far this year, he has 36 catches for 479 yards and 6 touchdowns.
Wow.
Or as the cool kids say, tutties, I guess.
The what?
Are we calling them tutties again? That's what I heard. I don't know.
Please, somebody comment and tell me.
Yes. Last year as a sophomore, Joey finished the season, had 65 catches for 991 yards and 11 touchdowns.
That was with a pretty stacked receiving.
Well, he also had Drew DeShields.
I was trying. We almost got through the moment of talking about.
You know
West
what?
Branch.
Hey, West Branch is loaded with talent. He is a focal point of that offense. They run, they throw. They have another dual threat quarterback. They have talent. There's speed on both sides of the ball. And the Warriors are 4-1. They're looking to make another run deep into the playoffs. So, Mr. Joey Jackson, a shout out to you, sir. Keep up the good work on and off the field. Those stats are incredible.
I like that it was a fan.
Yeah.
And that's always nice.
And that's what we're talking about, guys.
Share out who you think.
Exactly. You want us to talk about your student athlete? It's super easy. All you got to do, fill out the Google document form. We get the information, and the rest is history. That's all we do.
Put them up.
Yep. So, Joey Jackson, congrats. Good luck to the West Branch Warriors tonight. I'm interested to see how he finishes the season. If he's already at 36, and this was as of week 5.
That's crazy.
So that was before last week's game.
Yeah. So you don't even know that.
And he had 65 catches as a sophomore.
Oh, he's easily passing that.
Almost broke a grand in receiving yards. Finished 9 yards short. He also plays he's a corner, so he's playing both sides of the ball. Like this, everybody's talking about that kid from Colorado right now, that Travis Hunter?
Yes.
On Prime's Team there in Colorado, playing both sides of the ball.
To steal one of yours, he's a Swiss Army knife.
No. No. A Swiss Army knife means he's doing everything.
Well, that's what Hunter's doing.
He's playing offense and defense, though, not special teams.
I thought he returned.
He may have.
Well, then he's a Swiss Army knife.
He would be a Swiss Army knife.
Let it rain.
Exactly. Let it rain. So, Joey Jackson, our student athlete spotlight of the week.
Have a game tonight, and obviously,
my goodness,
congrats on what you've done to this point. So
15 catches. I'm still that's like me playing Madden and throwing to one receiver the whole game. 208 yards, 4 touchdowns, and a pick 6, 73 yards. Get out of here. That's insane.
Get you some.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. All right. Game of the week tonight. Youngstown, Poland Seminary, 5-0. They host the 4-1 South Range Raiders. By the way, phenomenal interview, sir, with South Range's head coach.
Vice versa, man.
Thank
it was
you,
nice
sir.
that we got.
We split it this time.
We did. We actually both.
I don't want to try to pronounce his name. What was coach's name for South Range?
Rock.
It was easy. I didn't want to butcher it though. That was such a laid back
butchering it.
That was such a laid back interview you had with him. Like he just seemed like he was so fun, and you uncovered something that apparently blew his mind.
Yeah, like I almost want to know, like, did I report something that wasn't true?
Fake news?
It might have been fake news.
I don't know.
Well,
what did you Google him?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's what came up.
He didn't look that old.
He's a 2007 grad from there.
Okay.
And during that time, it said that he was Division 5 defense player. You
know what? Maybe he just doesn't want to talk about his playing days.
And maybe that's perfect. And he's humble. Honestly, during the interview, he just wanted to talk about the program. So
exactly.
I appreciated that.
And that's what
everything diverted back to it. I like even his little saying at the end. I was like, man, I might steal that, plagiarize that, and try to use that as a parenting tip.
There you go.
Because I liked how he said it. It was
what did he say? You can't just tease it and then
you got to watch the video.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
You got to watch the video.
Well played.
I don't want to butcher that.
Nope. And then when you're done watching Mr. Rock with South Range, you can watch Coach Pavlansky of Poland Seminary. I thought it was great.
Did a great job.
We did the interview in between classes for him. He's still a teacher. So when we emailed him and asked him for his availability, he's like, listen, I've got like 15-minute windows. So here's the 2 options. Again, I have no more than 15 minutes because I have to teach.
And you went underneath that, right?
We did. So I think we finished.
Respectful of his time.
4 minutes to spare.
Perfect.
According to Moon
Perfect.
Man. He was phenomenal. Just again, love that he coached somewhere else for a really long time, but he was a graduate of Poland Seminary, came back home to coach his alma mater. Like you could hear the passion in his voice and just the love that he has for not only the community, but the play. Like he talked about his staff and all of the players. And I mean, you could just see him like how happy he was to talk about him.
Yeah.
So go back, watch those 2 interviews.
Actually, there was a question.
Yeah.
330 asked it.
Okay.
So we don't know exactly who, but for the 330 Nation, what is your favorite motivational quote?
Are we being funny or are we being serious?
Well, I don't know. You could take whichever angle
if you ain't first, you're last.
Oh, you Ricky Bobbied it.
Yes. Wow. If you ain't first, you're last. I'm just kidding. That's, I don't know. My favorite motivational quote. Man, I don't know. I got to think on this one for a minute.
I liked in Major League.
Yeah.
When they were talking and they found out they were all there to finish dead last.
Yes.
And then Jake Taylor makes that comment. I just love that part. So you know what I mean? Like let's just win. Like, you know what I mean?
Win the
like
whole thing.
Exactly.
Yes.
So you said it a lot better than me.
A lot of quotes from that movie. I absolutely
I'm a
love.
Major League guy. I like that movie.
You may hit like Mays, but you run like his sister.
Exactly.
So there were so many good quotes from that movie.
Oh, you know. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Get me back on track.
Yeah, I know. If you ain't first, you're last. We'll go.
I like
with
that one. That was a good quote. I like that.
So obviously, some wonderful stats here. So South Range, they won this game last year, 48-0. Now, mind you, South Range was a different team. They went 16-0, guys. They ran the table, didn't lose a single game, and ended up going on to win a state title.
Coach
leaves.
Well, he retires.
He did. Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, he retired.
28.
So you go out on top.
Well,
you won a title and
leaves sounds like you're asked to leave.
No. I get it.
I had a choice.
He left on his own accord.
I'm about to retire from this show if you're not nice to me. Okay.
Listen, you got last week off. What more do you want in your contract?
Another 5-0, so I can have next week.
Jeez.
Coming. But then you also graduate out
Yeah,
like
they
20
lost
plus.
a bunch of seniors, and
So there's definitely a wavering there.
Yeah.
But he got him back on track after the Green game.
Yep.
They've rattled off 2 conference wins. Doing a great job. The defense, though, at Poland is what blew my mind.
We'll get there in a second.
Yeah.
So the Raiders, again, their only loss was to Green week 2, 21-7. That stopped South Range's very long win streak. The Raiders are putting up 31 points a game. Defense has given up about 18.5. So what I love is the Poland Seminary Bulldogs, 38 points a game they're averaging. Folks, they're only giving up 5.4 points a game. This defense is unbelievable.
Yes.
They have like, what was it? It was like 14 takeaways and 10 sacks, and
takeaways is crazy.
And it's unbelievable. And their quarterback hasn't thrown a single interception this year. I really hope I didn't just jinx him. I did that with Jackson a couple weeks ago.
Well, yeah, you just set yourself up.
I did, and come after me.
Whoa!
Come at me, bro. I guess it is what it is. But this is going to be a really good game, and I asked Coach Pavlansky about the game last year, 48-0. Like, what do you tell your team? And he goes, "There's nothing to tell the team. This year's team is not that team from last year. South Range is not the same team they were last year, this year." He's like, "You play to win the game."
That's some Ric Flair, right?
No, you play to win the game was Herm Edwards.
Was that who that was?
Yes, and he did say, though, he did quote Ric Flair in the interview. He said, to be the man, you have to beat the man. So he quoted Ric Flair, which was pretty sweet. That put him like way up on my list of favorite coach interviews. Like, that was great.
I think we're going to have that every week, because when you get the opportunity to sit down and talk with these guys,
yes,
and you realize that they are just trying to make things happen from their standpoint,
right,
and they're human just like anybody else, and they're taking the brunt of every parent who's wondering why their kid isn't playing, or they getting a fair shot, and they're just trying to do what's best for a community, or a program. You realize they're just like, they can get you fired up. They're good at motivating people,
and they're like a dad, because they're grinning ear to ear, and they're so happy to talk about these kids, and like, they run these interviews.
Yeah,
they run these interviews, and it's fantastic. We do a little prep work. I'm not saying that. We do a little bit of work. They send us some stats. We look at things, but they run these interviews, and they talk about these kids, the communities. And I love that every single coach so far has talked about their staff.
Oh,
they talk more about the staff than themselves.
That's because guess what? Like, that's like being a quarterback.
Right.
You talk about the linemen.
Offensive line. Yeah, we talked about the rushing attack, and he was like, "Oh, you got to shout out the offensive line. They're creating holes, and they're doing this and that." I'm like, "Yeah, perfect. You're right."
That's exactly what it is.
So Poland Seminary hosts South Range tonight. Is going to be a phenomenal game. What game are you going to tonight?
I believe I am going to go to the St. V. Walsh game, which happens to be one of our pick'ems.
Well, look at that. Look at that lead in. What a beautiful segue.
Right there, bud. Like, I know what I'm doing.
Tonight, I will be from Memorial Stadium in North Canton, Ohio, as the Hoover Vikings host the Canton McKinley Bulldogs. Myself.
First time seeing the new stadium?
Yes, I cannot wait. Myself, nice. Ryan Keller will be there for Q92 Radiosports.com.
Hopefully you guys don't get all worked up and about have heart attacks on the radio.
I know, like what a game last week. Yeah, let's talk about that real quick. So I was at the Green McKinley game. Yep. So McKinley hosted Green. Green goes into the locker room 27-7. And we're like, what is this? Green is just dominating every facet of the game. Keaton Rohde, the quarterback for McKinley, throws 5 interceptions in the first half, including a pick 6 that Green returned right before halftime.
Okay. And
then it was a tale of two halves. McKinley comes out. They were on all cylinders. The defense was fired up. Obviously, Green lost their starting quarterback, Semino Manson, to a broken collarbone. Best wishes, young man. We hope you get well. Going down as a senior, man. Sure, yes, going down as a senior, not great. But their backup quarterback, I believe Jack Logsdon, came in the game and was a manager. He did what he needed to do to keep Green in the game, but Green had no answer for McKinley's offense. There was a strip sack fumble by McKinley that was deep in Green territory. McKinley punches it in. And then an interception by Dante McClellan.
Did he keep his feet in
for the interception?
That's all I heard.
Yes, the toe tap was unbelievable. But even in that game, too, Xavier Harris, wide receiver for McKinley, had probably one of the greatest catches I have ever seen in my entire life. It would have made Odell Beckham's one-handed grab on Monday Night Football look silly. Like, I don't know how he caught it. I don't know.
It's the gloves. It's the stick.
I don't know, but catch the interview with Coach Antonio Hall that we posted up on the page. He even said he was just waiting for the ref to put his hands up. It was that unbelievable of a catch.
Wow.
One-handed, sprawling, like it was just insane.
Huh?
So,
well, that was
Green loses the game.
Green could easily be 5-0 right now.
Well, Green did miss,
which is unfortunate.
Green missed an extra point in the game. And I've said this since
the kicker got hurt though a week before.
They did. You have to be strong in the kicking game. Special teams makes a huge difference.
Yep.
That missed extra point keeps it from being a tie. They go to overtime, and then who knows? Green may have pulled the upset.
Yeah.
No idea. Got to make the extra points.
It's tough, like you said, man. Tale of two different halves. That's usually
So Green, they'll travel to Glen Oak, I believe, tonight. So good luck to them. Let's run into these pick'em games, Matt.
Mm-hmm.
What do you got for me?
So our first game, Walsh at St. V. And we have the fans super close. Like it was
1 percentage point.
1%. But Walsh is the fans' pick.
St. V, their only loss came in week 3 against Wayne Huber Heights, 22-11.
Tough team.
We're starting with this one?
Yes.
My goodness.
Why not?
Walsh.
Okay.
I'll take Walsh, but I think it's going to be close. I do.
Yeah.
I think St. V's got a very good football team. And then Wayne Huber Heights, I do believe they are a powerhouse down near Columbus. So, yeah, I'll take Walsh.
I'm going to take Walsh as well.
The fans, we go across the board.
Next game, Bookduel 1-4 at 0-5 Ellet. So we got a
city
little
series, baby.
Little city series action.
We've heard the messages. You wanted us to talk about the city series. Here it is.
Fans and myself are both going to take 10-40.
I think that's a trifecta as well. Okay. I will take Bookduel as well.
Next one, Cloverleaf 3-2 at the 4-1 Streetsboro, whose only loss, I believe, was Norton.
Yes. Okay. And Norton currently runs the division, but Lodi, Cloverleaf, and Streetsboro have something to say about it. And unfortunately, they get to play each other. So,
fans take Streetsboro.
Cloverleaf lost to Buckeye 34-0 and Field 14-0. Mm-hmm. And of course, Streetsboro lost to Norton. I'm going to go Streetsboro.
Man, there's not much difference. We might be going into next week still tied here, but I'm going with Streetsboro's as well here.
Okay.
I got to stay with that. 5-0 Rootstown.
Is it Rootstown or is it Rootstown? I've heard it pronounced so many different ways.
You're going to ask me with my grammar.
Yeah. Anybody in the comments, help us out. How it's like Dalton and Dalton, like it's spelled the same and pronounced differently.
Yes,
it's got to be. So we need some help.
Is it Bottler or Bettler?
Oh, it's Bettler. It's the Bettler family. So it's Bettler Road.
Okay.
I grew up in Green. I'll go all day long.
Like you got like
I was
excited
corrected
as soon as I said
I
that.
said Huber Heights.
Did everybody else see that?
Hold on. I have to stay. I made a boo-boo. Huber Heights is down near Dayton, not Columbus. My apologies. A little further south than Columbus.
Okay.
They were just out. Yeah, it's I
just
goofed,
if you stick to the navigation, just go south.
That's why I got my GPS, baby. GPS takes me where I need to go.
Thank God.
So Rootstown 5-0, St. Thomas Aquinas 0-5. The Rovers from Rootstown, they're averaging 32 points a game. The Knights again rebuilding, new head coach, and they haven't scored more than 8 points this season. Rootstown.
See, we've said it 2 different ways, so either one of us got it right or wrong. One of us got
hold
it right.
on. Hank knows how to pronounce these. He's been chastised too many times to mess them up. Well, speaking of Hank, we've got a little teaser, but I don't want to tease it just yet.
Let's not even talk about it.
You don't even. Shots fired. I love it. Anyway,
no, we'll talk about it.
So we said Rootstown, and then our game of the week: 4-1 South Range travels to 5-0 Poland Seminary. You know what? The interview with Coach Pavlansky's got me believing in the Bulldogs. Poland Seminary, there's just something special about them this year. 5-0, and I think they get redemption from that 48-0 beating from last year.
Dang.
Do it.
No.
Do it. Follow your coach
that
you interviewed.
No, Grasshopper. Okay, no. Great interview.
Oh, they were both great.
Not
you know what?
And
I think that game, South Range and Poland is going to be very close. It will be. But I think Poland Seminary's defense is the difference.
That's
5.4 points
you
a game.
tack that on, and then you also at home.
Yeah, they're at home. The fans.
If you looked at Coach Rock when we talked about the fan base, and he's like, "That's not going to be an issue."
No,
they're
truly both in Youngstown.
Like,
they're not
going
far.
to be a jam-packed stadium tonight.
Unfortunately, we will not be there.
I know.
I would love to be, but of course, I'll be down in North Canton. You're going to go out and watch Walsh St. V.
Got to go support the alum.
So if anybody travels to Youngstown tonight to watch the South Range Poland Seminary game, throw up some, share in the comments, throw some photos up. Let's see it. Mm-hmm. They have a media contract, so we wouldn't have streamed the game anyway, but still going to be a good one.
Yeah. But I'm going to take Poland.
I think Poland across the board. So the fans took South Range. Yes, the fans. It was a little bit of a gap.
We could either be all knotted up.
Yep.
Or
the fans took St. Thomas Aquinas, not Rootstown.
Oh.
So they're going for Aquinas. And listen, I'm going to tell you what. If St. Thomas Aquinas wins this game, it's going to be a huge upset, and the fans once again are going to prove why they're smarter than we are.
I think they already are.
I agreed. There was a few honorable mention games. Highland goes to Barberton. Our fans in Barberton always wanting us to know about the Barberton Magic.
Barberton picked up that win against Kent Roosevelt.
60-0.
They did exactly what they're supposed to. So
I don't know. Highland is not Kent Roosevelt.
No. Highland is a little off this year.
Yeah.
In comparison to what we saw last year.
I still will take Highland.
Undefeated going into the playoffs.
I will take Highland over Barberton.
Yeah, I would follow you on that.
You got.
Was there anybody else?
There was Lake and Jackson, both one-loss teams. This is a Federal League battle.
Where's it at?
Lake, I think. Hold on. Let me go to the cell phone here because I don't want to misspeak, but I thought it was at Lake, but I could be wrong.
I'll take the home team.
You're going to take the home team regardless of who it is?
Yes.
Let's see. And the winner is I won't reveal my site here. It is at home for the Lake Blue Streaks against the Jackson Polar Bears. I'll go Jackson.
Okay.
I think Jackson's on a little bit of a run. Coach Rohr has that team ready to go, firing on all cylinders.
Playing well. Definitely playing well.
I mean, and then McKinley and Hoover's another good one.
You're not allowed to pick.
I can't pick that one. I just know it's going to be a really good game.
I would take McKinley.
They're on a roll as well. If I was allowed to pick, that's who I would pick. There's a lot of good games tonight, guys. 7:00 tonight. You'll see the post on the Facebook page. Make sure you comment, give us some scores. No fake scores. No 75-0 in the first quarter. None of that stuff.
Did we have one of those?
I think we did. I think we've had a few throughout the season.
There's always a kid.
There's always a 12-year-old kid that wants to be funny.
You say 12, but realistically
it's
probably is. Yeah.
Cat's out of the bag.
I have a couple of fake profiles.
There it is. It is.
That's the only interaction we have are from my fake
profile. The truth shall set you free, my friend.
Yep. That's what I was doing last week.
Yep, absolutely.
I had to take the week off. I was apparently on Facebook you can only have like 25 fake accounts.
Oh dear. There it is.
Whole new email.
Truth's out. Let it go. So we'll let the cat out of the bag. You were off last week. I'm off next week. I will not be here.
So who's gonna get to sit there?
Our game of the week
excited.
is the Walsh Jesuit Warriors against the Hoban Knights.
So
that means
all assume.
That means the man, the myth, the legend, the Hoban grad, Hank Forrester will be sitting in to go one-on-one
Right
with
here.
you.
Right here.
To go one-on-one with you, Matt.
It's gonna be fun.
Well, we know Hank and his alliance to Hoban.
Yes.
That Hoban-Walsh game is going to be an absolute phenomenal battle. I cannot wait to watch. I will not have any cell reception where I will be, so it'll have to wait until Sunday when I get home, but I will watch the show.
You're going on an Aaron Rodgers retreat?
I'm going on a darkness retreat,
You're
my
going
friend.
on an Aaron Rodgers retreat?
I'm going away for Thursday night, all of Friday, all of Saturday, and then I'll be home on Sunday afternoon.
Wow.
So getting a little R&R, gonna unplug, recharge, reset.
It's nice, man.
Coming back. It's something I do every year.
Absolutely.
So,
I hope you have fun. I will
Thank
definitely
you.
miss you. I'm
I
glad we got
appreciate
to
that.
have this. And
Yeah.
there wasn't like a 2-3 week
it sucked.
break of us, you know.
So again, shout out to Moon Man for producing another
he
phenomenal
says, "Oh goody." See, he's
episode.
just as excited.
Are you sure that's him?
I don't know. I would be willing to.
Are
guess.
you sure?
Well, he
Hank,
just-
if you're watching.
He just corrected us on Bettler.
Well,
Boom.
yeah. Oh, there it
So-
is. I just heard his voice. He's here.
Boom.
Somewhere.
Boom. Big list
Big
like
boom.
this, right?
Big boom.
Big
He's
boom.
there. I don't know what that's from, but he's there.
Ugh,
So next week, Hank sits in
it's
for
like
me.
Nails on a chalkboard.
Oh dear. Shots fired already for the two of you.
Nails on a
Good
chalkboard.
night. Next week,
I'm
must
kidding, I'm
watch episode of the 330 to go high school football show. That does it for week 6, folks. Go to the games tonight. Have fun. Post photos.
Absolutely.
Can't wait to see what y'all are doing. Go enjoy this beautiful weather. Matt, pleasure as always, sir.
Absolutely, man. Enjoy your evening. Glad to be back.
Absolutely. And then I'll see y'all in 2 weeks. Until then, folks, behave, be safe. Hank, you got big shoes to fill. We'll see you.